I don't know how I got here. So, I have headphones on. I have a weird thing around my neck. I recently purchased a book called it's going backwards because I have my camera flipped. The Anxiety and Phobia Workbook. Talks about relaxation, exercise, coping with panic, exposure, overcoming negative self-talk, changing mistaken beliefs, visualization, self-esteem, nutrition, medication, meditation techniques, and anxiety triggering health conditions. My anxiety is bad. I think for a long time I tried to just get through it um, because I kind of didn't want to actually recognize how bad my anxiety is, because I am agoraphobic, have panic disorders, and it's getting really bad. Oh my god, I'm so frustrated with it. Like, I was just sitting here thinking this is what triggered me wanting to make this video is I used to go to concerts, and like I was sitting here, I was like, I've been to Tool, I saw Smashing Pumpkins, which was actually a really good concert. It was like 3.5 hours, and then they jammed for an hour or something like that. Um, I've seen Cat Power, I've seen New Kids on the Block, but that doesn't really count because that was a really long time ago. I've seen Modest Mouse at the Rock Candy before it was turned into just a giant hotel. Um, I went out and saw concerts and went to comedy clubs and stuff like that. And I can't tell you the last time I went to a concert. Like, I want to go to a concert so bad. Like, I think that would be the greatest thing. But right now, I'm struggling with walking to my mailbox, and it's just I need to realize I have a problem with things that I can't just I need instant gratification. I need to know things are working, and because I just the way I'm wired right now, it's just I get easily frustrated, which tends to make me want to give up on things, etc. And I need to realize that this is going to take time, um, and I need to realize that it's worth taking the time to recognize and to work around it. I am on some medications. I'm not going to name up, but I've got 5 that I'm taking, and I'm also, seeing someone to just kind of work through some things and talk about some stuff. But it just blows me away. I just don't understand how I went from a person who used to go to Denny's. I was a coffee camper. I went to a lot of parties, um, around the area around my high school and stuff like that. I knew a lot of people, had a lot of friends, a lot of people knew me. And even when I, first moved out of my house and stuff like that, I was much more interactive with like my roommates. We would go out to clubs and stuff like that. And I've had some issues, but I usually would end up power drinking, which means, I'm walking up to the bar, I'm getting a shot of duck fart, which, by the way, I know it sounds bad, it's a duck fart, but it's amazing. It's a really, really good aftertaste. Um, and then I would usually double fist Heinekens and get smashed just to hide that anxiety and want to stay out. And I was a happy drunk, I wasn't violent or anything like that, so it kind of worked out in some ways. And I used to go out, and I used to do things, and I used to go to restaurants, and go to movies. Can't tell you the last time I went to a sit-down restaurant. I have, we'll say issues, just to kind of cover everything right now. And I used to do all that kind of stuff. And I used to go grocery shopping, and I was working, and things were okay and stuff. And I went through some shit. And certainly not to suggest that I'm the only person on the planet that went through some shit, but I went through some shit. And ever since then, I hid more and more. I stayed more in my room, and didn't interact with people as much. I certainly stopped going out, pretty much. Like, there was a while there I lived in Linwood, and I wasn't as anxious, but I didn't want to go out. There's a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of other issues with that. But, then I moved in with a friend from high school, and at the time I was suffering from a really deep depression. I just didn't realize how depressed I was. I mean, it was great at first. I almost want to apologize to her, but on the other hand, I don't really feel like I have anything to apologize for, because to really just dumb it down and put it in layman's terms, I'm broken. There's just some things that need to be, retrained and stuff. So, but whatever. I digress. But it was fun at first, and we would watch movies and watch TV and stuff like that, and then it just got to the point where I would either go out and drive around Seattle for hours. I would drive around the Puget Sound area, just to get out of the house, just to be away from my roommate. I drove for like 9 hours once on a Sunday, from like Everett to Federal Way to the East Side, to Fremont, to going along 522 Bothell. I mean, I went everywhere just to be out of the house. Otherwise, I would just hide in my room and whatnot. And it affected our relationship, and needless to say, I ended up moving on. I got an apartment by myself. I enjoyed living by myself, but it really gave me an opportunity to really kind of, again, dip down in that depression and then isolation, which is something that I noticed, because I lived there for 2 years or something like that, and I had one person over, and if the manager was in our foyer, because I lived on the first floor, there's an apartment across the hall, there was like a foyer with the mailboxes, and if our manager was in there fixing a light, and it took him 4 hours, and I had to go, I couldn't leave my apartment. Like, I would literally sit at the front door for 4 hours, and look out the people, and pace back and forth, and then look out the people, and then if I saw that he was gone, I would kind of go for it. That was really weird. That was like I heard like a witch's cackle. I don't know. And then I moved into here, this house, where I'm playing steward right now, and I don't know. I've just recognized that there's some things I need to work on, and I'm gonna leave this video public. I need to watch this because I'm working on it. I just need to realize that it's really gonna take some time, and I need to not get frustrated if it doesn't happen right away. I'm sorry, I'm fidgety, so I'm not looking at the camera very much. It's gonna take some time, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about some things. Money-wise, I don't know. I've got some. I need to form a plan for some of the aspects of my life, but I'm tired of this. So I'm over with. I want to go to a concert. So anyway, God, I rambled. I'm gonna stop this. So if you watched it, thank you.